Last week, I played the solo victory cash cup without playing Fortnite for 1 week, with no warm-up, and little did I know it at the time, but I was on 60 hearts. And you're probably thinking I did awfully. No, I was 1 point away from qualifying to finals, with 0 wins, and no, I did not W key. You're probably thinking, how on earth did he do that? He didn't W key, he got no wins, he's on 60 FPS, and he hasn't played the game for a week. Meanwhile, you're probably sitting there thinking you're warming up, full grinding every single day to try and qualify. But little do you know, I have the secret strategy that you will need to qualify. Anyway, in this video, I'll be telling you exactly what I did, as I managed to find the hidden formula that no one is going to tell you but me. No other YouTubers out here have put as much research and thrown as many cups as I have to be able to give you this information. But a little context. So far, I've played 4 out of the 7 weeks of the solo victory cash cup to try and find the easiest way to qualify, so I can give it to you guys to help you get from round 1 and hopefully hit that final spot. I messed up 3 weeks of the solo cup to try and find what is the best way I can try and qualify to final. That way I can share it with you guys and help you guys qualify with this unique format, which makes it easier than ever before for anyone to make earning and get their foot in the door into Fortnite competitive. I didn't want to rush into a video that was not prepared and wouldn't actually help. This is why the video has been so delayed. We're coming up to what, the 8th week of the solo cash cup now, and this video still isn't out. I wanted to get out as early as possible, but I just didn't want to rush it. I wanted proper good information that will help you qualify. So this is the best possible tips out there currently for qualifying. But to achieve finals and even your first earnings, we need to go over that secret formula, which is going to help you out of round 1 and hopefully get you into those finals. Now, before I get right into what I personally did in terms of my plan in game to qualify, this is something I want every single person to really believe, and this is your mind is the most powerful thing you own. It genuinely is the difference a lot of the time between people grinding to pro and actually being a pro. Look at some of the top YouTubers and their mindsets, like KSI. He always succeeds in absolutely everything he does, whether that's boxing, business, YouTube, whatever it is, he always succeeds because his mind, it is super powerful. You will see anything he does, watch his documentary, watch anything, you'll see how powerful his mindset really is. But don't just look at KSI, look at any successful sports player, Cristiano Ronaldo, anyone, and you will realize how strong their mind is. This is the part of your body that does everything for you. So why would you treat it poorly and not look for ways to better your mindset? Because look after your mind and it'll look after you. It's a bit like having a supercomputer. Let's say, if for example, you have a super NASA computer, and think about all the stuff you can do where you can control rovers on Mars, even send full rockets into space. But if you're just sat there watching YouTube and Netflix on it, you're not pushing it to its full potential. And this is what I see so many of you guys doing. They don't push their mind to that full potential. You guys really need to understand how powerful it is, and it's all good to be telling you this, but you're probably thinking, well, how can I actually improve it? Well, I want every single person before the tournament starts to go for a run for at least 10 minutes, or even better if you can go to the gym for an hour, or the more intense your workout is, the harder you push yourself, the better it is for your mind control and really believing you can do anything. If you want to do 10 reps, and you're 7 reps in and you're struggling and you push yourself to 10 reps despite your mind telling you that you can't do it, that is what mind control is. Being able to ignore those negative thoughts and really believe that you can do anything. And this isn't just for Fortnite, this is generally amazing for life in general. You don't want to go for a run, at the very least just go for a walk. I promise you it'll make a massive difference to your mental, and your performance will increase so much when it comes to the tournament. Especially if you go to the gym, after pushing yourself to your full potential, you'll come out feeling invincible, which is one of the main reasons I was able to do so well with no warm-up, not playing for a week on 60 FPS. And I know some of you will hear this tip and you'll actually go out of their way to go and do something. Maybe go for a run, a walk, go to the gym, or at the very least do 100 push-ups before the tournament. Or you could be the other guy who says, well, this doesn't work. Now you pick which one you want to be, because it's about being able to control your mind, which is why you see so many successful people taking cold showers. It's about being able to have that strong mind. And there's a bonus tip for you guys, taking cold showers. Again, that is about mind control, and it's crucial for being able to succeed and your confidence overall. And not just that, it will definitely give you a much better mentality, as it gives you a massive morale boost. Now I've gone through why it's so important to look after your mind before the tournament so you can perform so good in the tournament. Let's start to get into the strategy parts. First of all, the format. Not going to go too heavy into this. Fairly simple. 1 point for a kill, 30 points for a win. Fairly simple format. Fairly normal for a cash cup. It's usually going to be around 113 points or so to qualify an EU. It's not hard to do at all, fairly simple when you stick to this strategy here. So first of all, when you wake up, at least before the tournament, you need to do some sort of exercise, preferably go to the gym, go for a run or something. Your energy levels will go up massively, you'll feel better, you'll have more control of your mind, and just overall be more confident. Then when the tournament starts, for all those who have not watched my contender video, I'm assuming all you guys that have seen how powerful this is. I told everyone to do this in my how to qualify out of contender cup video, super good video, it's my last video. If you're in contender, it is a must watch video. Honestly, it is by far the best contender cup video out there. If you don't believe me, honestly, just go check it out for yourself. I gave so many tips in there, just like this one, that no one has ever been told, that no one has ever told you to do before. But in that video, I went more in depth on this strategy. But this super broken strategy is where you queue up for your game anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes after the tournament starts. So you don't queue up straight away when everyone else is. And a lot of people have this theory that seems to be where you queue up anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes into the tournament. And you're probably thinking, Taven, that is dumb. You just wasted a whole game. When you think about it, you have at least one game where you die of spawn. No one has perfect 25-minute every single game, at least first or second place. It is just unrealistic to think that way. So you'll have one game where you die of spawn, boom, now you're on time with everyone else, and no one would even know you queued up 15 to 25 minutes late. Also, you don't ever play every game at 20 minutes. You may die 5 to 10 minutes into a game. So I've never had a time problem with this strategy. It's never affected me. If anything, it's been a massive gain for me. So the way this works is you queue up late. Now, everyone knows the strategy. Queue up 5 minutes into the tournament. And that's what everyone's been told ages ago. We've been doing this for so long, queuing up 5 minutes into the tournament. We've been told this strategy gives you an easier lobby. Now, this worked ages ago. Probably if you look back at World Cup days, you did this worked. But today, so many people are doing it. The chances are you might not get in a game with pro or something, and you may have 10 people less in endgame. But if you really want the best first game, queue up 15 to 25 minutes late. That's when you actually get the players that are just so bad to the point where they can't get more than 5 points in nearly half an hour. You'll get the easiest 20 kill win ever. No matter 10 and 20 kill wins, or just wins in general I've got from doing this strategy. One of the biggest problems for me going into solo cups is winning games. I even did in this tournament, I struggled to win a game. I didn't even win a game in this tournament. So winning games is definitely a massive struggle for me, but doing the strategy makes it so much easier. I didn't actually get a win in this tournament, but I got like, what, 2 or 3 games, I think, where I got a solid 20 points in each of them. So that gets me up to like 60 points. So already you're halfway to qualifying just from that. But for someone who's very good at WK, you'll get one of the easiest 10 to 20 kill wins ever. But don't just take my word for it. Someone even commented on my contender video. I'll pop on screen now if I can find it. But I think he said something along the lines of, he started 20 minutes late in the contender cup and dropped a 24 kill win. Then he came back to the video 10 days later. I replied to his comment because I go through, replied to every single comment because I really do appreciate everyone who goes down and drops a comment, takes some time out of their day just to go and support the channel. So I replied to it, and then he replied back to me and said he managed to qualify for his first ever solo Cash Cup finals by doing this strategy. And to hear that actually meant a lot to me, to know the strategy genuinely works. I did it when I qualified the Challenger Cup last season. I'm still doing it today. I did it in the last solo Cash Cup. I did it in this last Cash Cup. I did a full load of research in my contender cup video where I went more into depth on it. And I went into depth on all the research I'd done and stuff like that. So if you do go check that video out, I'll go more into depth in the strategy, but definitely makes a massive difference. The later you start, the lower elo you are, so the easier the games are. That's pretty much how it works. I think everyone knows that elo's a thing, but if you start later on, your elo is a lot lower. So everyone, all the good players, boost up to 30, 40 points. So you're just left with all the bad players, which are stuck from like 0 to 10 points or something. So you get a much easier game, and you'll get usually 1 to 2 super easy games. Even if you win them, you'll still get a super easy game. You can get like an easy, what, I think I got like 40, 50, maybe even like 60 points or something. You can get 60 points in 2 games of the Solo Cash Cup with ease, just because of how easy the lobbies are, how many kills you can get, because of this one strategy. Next, I'm going to go into drop spots. This is definitely a hard one. I found drop spots to be quite tricky this season, but just find somewhere that works for you. I genuinely think you can land anywhere. You can land at Anvil Square, you can land smaller POI, just land wherever you want to go. You don't even have to go to a POI. You can go, I think I landed like some random tower or something, but try and prioritize those hammers. They're going to be key if you're looking to try and do well in endgames. So maybe have a look through Oathbound chests, because when thinking of your drop, because they're just so broken, it's unreal. If you get a hammer, you can get an easy like top 5 or something. So a lot of my games I didn't get hammers, but the ones I did were always solid endgame. There was never a time I got a hammer, I don't think, and didn't get a really good game. So definitely hammers are important. Now, I said I didn't W key, and I said I didn't full camp. What did I actually do? So what I did and what I think is going to work best for everyone else is, on my 3rd Solo Cash Cup I tried just full W kit. Now this might work for some people, but for me it just didn't personally work. I don't think my fighting is so good to the point where I can just run around dropping 20 bombs, and I think a lot of people will be the same. So the way I worked is, if I could see an easy kill, like let's say I get an easy 100 damage beam or something like that, then I would definitely go for the fight. But for a lot of it, I think just try and sort of aim for endgame. If you see fights, if you see third parties or you see kills, go for it. But trust your gut as well with getting out. Don't full force fights. If fights are going on for a while, try and get out if you can. But high ground in fights will be a massive lifesaver for you. So if someone does try and beam you, you're trying to rotate or something, then just try it, build up, get high, and you'll be chilling. Now, I'm on the Solo Victory Cup here, and we're going to go through some of the different people that have qualified, and we're going to have a look at their games. And I can really, this way I can kind of just show you people's match histories, and the fact that you'll see there's a big mix. Some people do it. I think mine was really weird. Look, this guy hasn't really, like, apart from this guy got mainly solid end games in. I think he's got 4th, 6th, 3rd, 6th, and 9th, which isn't necessarily the best. 7, 3, 2, 4. He got a fair few kills, but as you can see, it's nothing like extreme. You don't need to get like 4 wins or something. You can literally qual off 1 win. This guy's got a 10 kill win. That is ideally what you want. If you get a 10 kill win, from there all you have to do is play placement. And doing that strategy, what I said, where you want to queue up 15 to 25 minutes in, what I recommend everyone doing is going for a 10 kill win. Don't full force it, but just look for fair fights that you know you can definitely win, and then win them and move on and try and get a 10 kill win, because genuinely it's so easy to qual once you get a 10 kill win, because all you have to do is just get a couple solid end games. Look, this guy, when you look into his match history, got a 10 kill win through a game. All right, he got a 10th, not really the greatest. All right, really bad, decent. He got a 4th place, really bad, and he got a 5th with 3 kills. So really, when you look at it, he didn't even do that good. But looking at where he finished, 652nd, he qualified with ease. There's a lot of people. Scroll down. I recommend everyone to go to this, have a look at some of the people, and just scroll down into the thousands. Look towards like 1,500 mark, and you'll see a lot of people you'll look into don't even necessarily. They're not really necessarily even the greatest players. I mean, this guy's quite unique. He's dropped 220 bombs. Not everyone's going to be able to drop 220 bombs like that guy did. But scroll down a fair bit and you'll find it's so easy to qual. Like, you don't even need to have amazing games. This guy here, he got a win with 11 kills, got another win, and he got a 4th place. That is literally his only key game. He's done it near enough off 3 games. He got a win with 11 kills, a 4th place with 5 kills, and a win with 4 kills. And these games probably just got him a few points. So it really does show how easy it is to qualify in this tournament. I think a lot of people are really overcomplicating it. They're really thinking it's much harder than it actually is. Look at this guy. He's done it in near enough 3 games. He got 40, 46, 60, 38, and 67. These are all like, when you think about it, they're all pretty much full throw games. He's done this in near enough 3 games. So it does show how easy it is with this format. It's not hard at all. If you get a 10 kill win, it's fairly hard not to qualify from there. I feel like, because it might help some of you guys out, I'm going to show you my match history here. As you can see, it's not a good match history at all. I was 1 point of qualifying with this match history. I got a 4 kill 35th, which is awful. I genuinely didn't even get that many points. 3 kill 9th, 1 kill 7th. So really, when you look at it, it's very similar to that other guy. I nearly qualified off 3 games, and I was 1 point off. If this was an 8th place, that is a qualified, just like that. I literally qualified. If I won this game, I qualified. If I got like at least 1 point out of this, I qualified. So it really does show how easy it can be to qualify. You can literally do it in 3 decent games. That other guy dropped 220 bombs. He did it in 2 games near enough. Now, these games here obviously do help, so you do want to play as many as you can. I played out 9, but it does show genuinely, as you can see, my first game, I got 4 kills, 35th, and then, so even after queuing up 15 to like 25 minutes late, I think I queued up around about 25 minutes late, and even still, I didn't have the greatest first game. But what you got to think, if you don't have a good first game, is think how much easier your lobbies are then. I then got a 9th with 3 kills, and then got a 7th with 1 kill. So it's fairly simple to do it. You want to aim roughly for about 20 points a game. You're not going to get that. Let's be honest, you're not going to get 20 points a game. It's going to be quite hard to do that. That would be 200 points if everyone could do that. But if you get a game with 20 points in it, that is a solid game. So don't beat yourself up when you get 20 points in 1 game. If you get a win, that is 30 points, plus you're going to get some kills. So for me, if I won this game, I would have got 37 points just from that. That's nearly 2 games worth of points in 1. So aim for 20 points a game if you preferably can. Don't beat yourself up if you don't get it, but you could do it in pretty much 3 solid end games. With this format, I think so many people try and overcomplicate it. They either go for a super high kill win, and that's what I did in last week, and I'll show you how I did when I was going for that super high kill win. 37 points in 9 games. So yeah, definitely don't go for that super high kill win. It's overcomplicating it. If anything, you should play more end game. This one here, I think I played, where's it? This one here, I played full end game. I got 80 points. So you kind of want to get a little bit of a mix between some kills. You do need kills, but then again, you also need placement. You can literally qual in 3 games. It's not too hard, and that's near enough everything. One last final tip, and I went into more detail in the Contender Cup video. I do recommend that you go watch that after this, but one thing I said was don't play more than 3 games out an hour. So in your first 2 hours, you want to have played 6 games out, and for your 3rd hour, you want to leave 4 games left. So in hour 1 of the tournament, you want to play 3 games out. In hour 2, you want to play 3 games out. And in hour 3, you want to play 4 games out. After hour 1, once you've played 3 games, let's say I managed to play 3 games out in 40 minutes. Then wait 20 minutes until that next hour to play the next set of games out. If you don't necessarily understand that, maybe go on to the Contender Cup video. I'll go into more detail about that. But that's pretty much everything you're going to need to know. There's not necessarily any secret fighting strategy. There's no real like broken weapons apart from the hammer. You definitely want a hammer. Apart from that, there's not really much more to it, to qualifying. It's fairly easy to do. You don't want to be super aggressive in W key unless you're a really good fighter, in which case you probably could qualify like that. But for a lot of you, play for endgame. If you can get kills, go for them. And remember, you can pretty much qualify in 3 games. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. It means the world to me. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably also like the Contender Cup video that is on the screen now.